Hey guys, hope you're well. I am here for another video, and this is going to be a rewind for the week of June 17th through the 23rd. I am using this beautiful, very bright summer kit from Wild Summer Designs called Summer Vibes, and this is a mini kit. I have had this in my stash for quite a while. This art was very popular last year. I want to say I decided to buy this after I saw Holly from Holly Plans use this, and it was just so cute, so wanted to use it this summer. And so now I am just putting down, the standard base with the bottom washi, which is this really gorgeous sand and sky looking pattern. It blends the two, and it's just, I don't know, these colors are everything. I am being a little extra this week with using hollow foil. Hollow is my favorite foil, as you guys know, and you don't get to use it often because it doesn't match with every kit, but I am using these washi strips from the blanket planner as a little something extra on the bottom, and you will also see that I'm using the matching glitter headers for this. This week was the week of wandering planners, so while I did not have a planner kit selected, which I probably should have now that I think about it, I just wanted to use this kit because y'all know I have so many kits and it's hard to really line them up. Sometimes the events don't match, right? So as long as it's in one of the two planners, whether it's EC or Recollections, to notate the event that week, then I'm fine with that. So now I am using these date covers from Rose Colored Days. I don't know if she sells these anymore. These are OGs. I've had these for a while, and these are also hollow foiled. I think everything I used this week was hollow foiled, like no silver. Luckily, I was able to pull it all together. Going in with the date dots, kudos to me. And here I am going in with those beautiful kaleidoscope glitter headers, or vinyl headers, should I say, from Blanket Planner. This sounds like a good opportunity for me to mention that I do PR for Blanket Planner. So if you would like to purchase any of these items that I have showcased in this spread or any of my other spreads, please feel free to check out her shop. She is on Etsy as well as Shopify, and her information will be listed below. Obviously, Shopify is cheaper, and the coupon codes will be listed below as well, along with all of the other shops that I PR for, which is only one, but all right, moving on to the sidebar. I am putting this beautiful quote box up at the top that says Summer Vibes. That outfit is goals. I love those. I love jean shorts. I have a thing for jean shorts. So now I'm going in with the sidebar labels, and a lot of this stuff is going to be changed and manipulated, and I just couldn't make up my mind on what I wanted. The deco in this kit was massive. I think since this, format, she has reformatted to make her deco a little smaller, because look how big this is. I could only fit 2 pieces in my little section there, and I really wanted to fit some more, but it wasn't gonna fit. So moving on to the day-to-day plans, I used a half box from the kit, and I put down my full box, which is this girl in her little hammock. And I am using a paper and milk Maru to mark that I quit my job. So this was the day that I put in my notice. Super excited about that. And I have actually already started my new job. I started it on Monday. So today is Wednesday when this goes live. So I'm about 3 days in, and so far so good. It's a lot of admin stuff, as you would imagine when you first start a job, all of your logins, your passwords, benefits, all of that fun stuff. I did want to mark that I got a massive order from Clever Gal Crafts this day, and it was her summer collection, so I literally went ham. I want to say my order was like $270, like something really ridiculous. But like, there's no way that like Amanda's gonna come out with a collection and I'm not gonna buy like 95% of the things. So that came, and then I marked that I got my ESPP vested for my previous job. That was the last ESPP that went through. And oh, I went to Taco Bell. I love Taco Bell. It's kind of like a guilty pleasure. I know it's horrible for you, but where I live, there isn't really like many options unless you drive all the way to the harbor, and that's, 15 minutes and you have to pay for parking. So I just went to the drive-thru. Like, judge me if you want. Then on Monday, I did finish some paint touch-ups for my office. I still haven't fully moved into the office because I've just been so busy with other things, but I also filmed a video, and I marked that with a film slate from, who was that from? Let's Make It Sparkle. Moving on to Tuesday, I put down a full box, and then I also used another edit icon from Let's Make It Sparkle from that same sheet to mark that I edited a video, and I'm pretty sure it was a memory spread. I had some back-to-back calls at work, so I marked that with a like a, what is that face? Like a side-eye type of wonton, or steamy from Wonton in a Million. I had a self-care night, which was great. So I did a face mask. I had a Lush bath. Which one did I use? I want to say it was Comforter. I can't remember. But I will come back to use an icon for that. But that script is from the sticker party. Then there was some drama with this Facebook group I'm in. And so I used this cute little Once More with the Love munchkin with the little middle finger to, kind of speak to that. I also watched Murder Mystery, which is so good. If you haven't watched it yet, highly recommend it. It's so funny. It's Jennifer Aniston and Adam Sandler. You can find it on Netflix. And I was being super lazy this day, so I DoorDashed from this restaurant, or I guess it's not really a restaurant, this place called Mezza, and it was so good. I also wanted to upload a video, which was my memory spread on Wednesday, so I marked that with a holographic box from, I believe, Adorably Amy Designs, and a Clever Gal Crafts heart in hollow foil. Next up, I used one of these stickers from my newest addiction. I very rarely get to use these, but these are her little pillows that they sell out pretty quickly, I believe. And this one is in pink foil, and I used that to mark that I took a nap. And I had to go into my new job's office to submit my I-9 form, so I wanted to notate that as well. I know some of this stuff is repetitive from my last Plan With Me video, because I kind of had to back plan a little bit because I was slacking last week. So I apologize if any of this information is kind of like, you already told us that, but we're just gonna run with it. New stickers, right? So I went to Guapo's with my really good friend JJ from, I've known him since 6th or 7th grade, and we had some drinks at Guapo's. And I used a sticker from Paper and Milk to mark the happy hour. It also was, there was some soccer game going on. I want to say it was Colombia versus Qatar, or Qatar, however you want to say it. And it was crazy in there. There were so many Colombia fans. It was so loud. Then I started listening to a new podcast called To Live and Die in LA. And it's basically about a girl who goes missing, and people are trying to find out what the hell happened to her, and really good direction. And I am so glad I found this podcast. Highly recommend this one as well. And I used a podcast sticker from the sticker party to notate that. And then just going back up to the top of Wednesday, I marked that I had 2 work calls, and I used a laptop sticker from the kit. Moving on to the headers for the sidebar, I use this highlight sticker. As you guys know, I like to mark my memories for the week. And so that script is from C&L Crafts. That is a custom. And then the Happy Mail one is from Arctic Fox? No, Arctic Paper Studio. Arctic Fox is a dye brand. Moving on to Thursday, I am putting down the full box up at the top, and this blue label I am putting right under it to mark that I listened to another episode or a couple more episodes of To Live and Die in LA, marking that the same way that I did on Wednesday. Next, I put down a half box, and that half box is from the kit, and I finally finished putting my fire pit together after back and forth with the returns and getting new screws and all of that, and got more fiberglass to put in. I am obsessed. Granted, it's summertime, so I won't be actually using it a lot because fire and heat kind of doesn't make sense, but it's just great to look at, to be honest, for now. And then in the winter time, in the fall, definitely will be using a lot of the fire pit action. So I use this I Did It emoji from the Coffee Monsters Co. Next, I used a holographic box from My Newest Addiction to mark that the cleaning service came and did their thing. The same ladies typically come, and they always do a smashing job, so I appreciate them. Then I am using a flag from Clever Gal Crafts in her Drizzle Dot Mini in holographic foil to mark that I got some new sheets from Home Goods, or was it TJ Maxx? Yeah, it was Home Goods. Either one. They're both like the same thing. They were actually attached. Then, as you can see, I am using these little chicken nugget stickers from Coffee Monsters Co. And I ran out of the nuggets. So I have to place another order for those because that's what I typically use. But I guess before I do that, I should finish up the rest of the page, right? Don't be wasteful, Tanya. Then I went up to the middle of the page on Thursday and used a header from the Coffee Monsters Co., which is one of her cute little, I think this is the spring colorway emoji little header. Then I put down the weekend banner so I wouldn't forget. And I am now going in to mark that Friday was my last day at Splunk. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Thank the Lord. I was just super pumped about that. As you guys saw from my last one with me, I was over and done with it and couldn't be more excited about that chapter ending. I did, however, go get lunch with one of my colleagues at this place called Earl's. I got the chicken teriyaki, which was fabulous. I think Earl's is actually a Canadian-based chain restaurant, and they only have a couple in the US, which is cool that we have one in our area, and it's really, really good. Then I went down to the bottom to mark that it was the Sip and Swap event at Wandering Planners, and I got to meet Katie and Cindy and Jennifer from The Giving Girl, and it was just such a cool experience. Never thought I would be doing anything like that. I mean, if you fast forward or rewind, like a little bit over a year ago, and you would have asked me if I would have been planning, I would have probably asked you, what the hell does that mean? So, fast forward a year to be, going to these events, it's just pretty awesome. I did have to finish up those swag bags, so I used a label or a icon from the kit, and that little, oh my god, Maru is from Paper and Milk. I did also have a hair appointment at about 10 o'clock that day, so I used 2 hearts from Clever Gal Crafts to mark that. Oh my god, I just realized I had a pretty busy day on Friday. I was here, there, and everywhere. I was in Tyson's, then I went to get my hair done, then I went to Tyson's, then I went to Chantilly. I was all over the map. And then I wanted to mark that I was listening to the new Gucci Mane album on repeat. I am a sucker for trap music. I just love all the ratchet music that I can get to my ears. So I had that album on repeat all day. So I marked that with a music note sticker from Hazel Sticker. And I did want to mark that it was the beginning of summer, so I used one of the holographic scripts from Rose Colored Days. Next up, moving to Saturday, I put down a full box towards the top and marked that I got McDonald's breakfast on the way to the planner party with Cindy. We got some sausage egg McMuffins and some oatmeal. Their oatmeal, by the way, is fabulous. And I used a sticker party McDonald's icon to label that. Then I marked that it was the planner play date at the Wandering Planners event, and it was so much fun. Just literally brought all of my stuff. I had a whole suitcase of like stickers and planners, and I know I wasn't the only one, so I didn't feel so bad once I got there. And I used a Once More with Love munchkin from Once More with Love, duh. Moving down to the bottom, I marked that I went to Willard's, which is a super delicious barbecue spot, which was like right next to the convention center, where the event was held. So there was no way that I was that close to it that I was not going to go. And I used a paper and milk utensil. Yeah, I cannot speak today. Utensil sticker to mark that. Once I got home, I crashed and took a nap, and I used another one of those pillows from my newest addiction to label that. On one of the breaks, I did sneak off to Starbucks to get a mango dragon fruit little refresher thingy, and so I used that icon from Moonlight Paper Co., and the Starbucks script is from Ruby Trev. And then I also used a flag from the kit to mark that one of my friends and I had a debate about cabbage, and is it fried cabbage versus sauteed cabbage? And I had to really school him on like the difference between frying things and sauteing things. Rachel knows about this story because I told her about this in real time. But basically, if you're frying something, it needs to be like almost submerged in oil, and you definitely aren't putting a lid on the pan, and it's not filled to the rim with the product. It has to be like, small batches. So had to educate the people. But on to Sunday, the home stretch here, I used a label from the kit to mark that I went to Magnolia with two of my best friends. Magnolia is a southern type restaurant in DC. It's in DuPont Circle, and that was delicious. And I used a flag from Clever Gal Crafts to mark that my stomach hurt, probably because I ate so much from Willard's the day before. I also edited a video, so I used another edit sticker from Let's Make It Sparkle. And I watched Black Mirror, the first episode of season 5. Holy crap, that episode blew my entire mind. Wow. So I used that like embarrassed munchkin, but I put it down on the wrong label. Silly me. So I actually moved that here to the box up at the top where I said that I got McDonald's again. Yeah, I know, 2 days in a row. What are you doing, Tanya? And then I used this label from Bubba Bear Studios. It's super cute little dash label to mark that I went to Rumble and got my ass kicked. From the water bag. It was so intense. I'm still sore today, and I went on Sunday, and it is now Wednesday. Like, holy moly. But I used a Once More with Love kickboxing munchkin to mark that. Now moving over to the sidebar, I am just filling out my highlights for the week, and I love doing that because at a quick glance I can go back and see, what was the jam for that day. And some of these highlights aren't always super positive. Some of them are, sad or different emotions, but whatever stood out to me for that day is what I like to mark. So of course, the planner play date, sip and swap, all of that stuff was the highlight. Then I go back and mark down my Happy Mail. I haven't been buying a lot of stuff, so not really much to label. I had a pretty good increase of Instagram followers this week. I'm almost to 100K, yay! And here I'm just showing the leftovers from the kit. I used quite a bit of this. It was a mini kit, so that's to be expected. And yeah, that's everything for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you ladies soon. Bye!